in pin.
Yep.
Just like you do the crossword puzzle.
We don't have enough to do here with scoring as well, right?
It has been a crazy scoring night here. And that's a strike. Late call. Generous call. Thomas asking Gabe Morales about that. Gave him one. Close pitch, though. And Wells made it look good.
I'm on Thomas's side with that.
3-2. Thomas turns on one, pulls it foul. Got another changeup right in the middle of the plate.
That's the hard thing. Even if you sit on it and you get it, you can be out in front of it like that. It's just a long foul ball.
Full count, 2 outs. And it's ball 4, and Lane Thomas. Back-to-back walks for him. His 3rd time on. Speed on the Brennan 0 for 3, reached on a fielder's choice his last time up. 4-2 game, 7th inning.
It's not only the pitch, it's the motion from Kahnle. He's hurling 240 pounds at you, and the ball never gets there.
0-2. Kahnle deals right off the end of the bat. Little squibber foul. Chisholm makes sure it stays that way.
Found a new plan that fits their budget. There are
0-2 the count. 7th inning, works around a 2-out walk. Yankees still lead the Guardians 4-2. Stretch time in Game 2 of the ALC.
Now, when she wants the heat,
I got the spark.
We got you, Dave. Connect with the provider at road.co/sparks.
Brisket is back at Chipotle. Seasoned.
Indeed. Everyone 45 plus at average risk should.
Sauced, bold, and guac. It's a whole new kind of brisket done the Chipotle way.
Customize and save.
45 plus at average risk, not high risk. False positive and negative results may occur. Ask.
And then I wake up.
Is Lima with you in all your dreams?
Oh, yeah. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Showtime. All rise.
This one is for you.
Watch this. It's the Helio Air Broom, the lightweight, flexible broom that's sweeping the nation. Ordinary brooms only get half the mess, but Air Broom's Ultraflex blade lifts and grips and leaves nothing behind. Even pet hair comes right out of carpets easy. For any mess, wet or dry, big or small, Helio gets them all. Get your Helio Air Broom, and we'll include our Helio dustpan, plus our Helio Mini that cleans carpet better than a vacuum. Get your Helio Air Broom 3-piece set at helioairbroom.com.
Whoever controls the streets controls the city.
Playing with our family comes at a cost.
From here on out, there's no more playing it safe. Come on, let's go!
We kill us, and then we take over the city.
There's a storm coming.
The Penguin, streaming exclusively on Max.
Your greatest mistake was being alive at the same time as me.
I became the man, the face of AEW. I'm in a real foul mood. Go get it right now. The game just changed. I am here to take over. AEW Wednesday Night Dynamite, live at 8 on TBS.
Game 2 of the American League Championship Series. It is a 4-2 Yankees lead. They lead 1-0 in this series after winning Game 1 yesterday. It has not been the prettiest of two games. A couple of teams playing a little bit out of their character in both of these games, but we're coming to the finish line. Brian Anderson with Jeff Francoeur and Ron Darling. And I think the story right now, let me put you guys in the managerial seats. For Aaron Boone, Ronnie, and the Yankees, his path to the finish line is what?
Well, I think once they had that early lead, he thought he could count on Cole to at least give him 5, maybe get the ball into the 6th. He wasn't able to even get through 5 innings, so it really accelerated using his relievers. And now he's going to have to ask Tommy Kahnle maybe to get some extra outs.
And how about if you're Stephen Vogt, Frenchie?
Well, you got Gaddis and Clase, right? So you've got your guys in the 7th and 8th that are going to at least keep this game. You feel like if you're him at 4-2, you got 6 outs to find a way to score 2 runs.
I feel like Cleveland's got to play clean games because that's their strength.
Yes.
You know, putting on pressure, playing great defense, running the bases, stealing bases. They have not played a clean game, especially defensively today.
2 errors leading to 2 unearned runs. Hunter Gaddis will come out of Stephen Vogt's bullpen. He is one of the 4 horsemen, the big 4 of the Guardians, and they finish with Emmanuel Clase. So Gaddis will get the 7th inning here. We talked about early in our broadcast about the importance of the Guardians here to respond in Game 2 after losing last night. One of those games they didn't use their best relievers. They hung in there, actually had a chance at the tying run, and go-ahead runs come to the plate at one point late. But this was the window, Frenchie, and you talked about it with Tanner Bybee, an off day tomorrow, with Matthew Boyd. Those are their 2 best starters with an off day in between and a rested bullpen, and now they're down by 2 runs late.
Well, the Yankees offense spoiled it, right? They got to Bybee early and gave Stephen Vogt no chance but to speed up that process. He's been able to get a few guys in the middle now, so he does have Gaddis and Clase here. But again, it comes down to what we talked about in the open. Offense. They have got to score some runs. This is a team this postseason, guys, the Guardians, 612 OPS with 3.5 runs per game.
Stephen Vogt talks about how resilient his team is, how they're great playing behind the 8 ball. The 8 ball's big right now.
So Gaddis is ready to go. Bottom of the 7th at Yankee Stadium. Yankees trying to take a 2-0 lead and finish Game 2 here. Going to Cleveland after a travel day off tomorrow. Game 3 will be in Cleveland on Thursday night. Gleyber Torres in that leadoff spot. 2 more hits tonight. Been swinging the bat so well. Torres has a 9-game on-base streak in the postseason, going back to the 2022 postseason. And a double and a run scored in the first, single in the 4th inning. In there, 2-2. Gaddis has a great changeup as well.
He's got all kind of weapons. It looked like a little cutter there. He's got good fastball, 95 plus, great changeup. Slider heavy, though, against right-handed hitters.
How many changeups like Hunter Gaddis? He often throws it to a right-handed hitter on the outside corner, and it comes back for a strike. Tough to pull the trigger. Yeah, Torres does on that pitch and serves one to right. Gleyber Torres did his homework. Man, that was a beautiful piece of hitting right there.
Well, that's just, I think when Gleyber got moved to that leadoff spot, you're seeing at-bats like that, which usually he just swings away, right? As you said, this changeup. How many times did we see the Tigers?
He got in his kitchen.
They framed it. Big swing by Judge. Frenchie, the goal of Stephen Vogt is that these big hitters, Soto, Judge, Sten, would not face the same pitcher twice.
Yeah, it's fourth different pitcher Judge has seen tonight, guys. Seen someone different every single time.
No balls and a strike, one out. Judge lays off.
But you saw that first pitch Judge swung at, right? Trying to pull the ball. You see him flying open, and for Judge, when he's going great, he takes that slider and shoots it the other way to right field here, just pulling off it a little bit.
Had a career high in RBIs this year, 144 ribbies, led the majors. Sends one high and deep to center field. Did he get it? Back on it is Thomas. He's at the wall. He got it. It's a two-run home run. Aaron Judge finally connects his first home run of this postseason. And he makes it 6-2 Yankees.
Right here gets a fastball 95 up in the zone. 111 off the bat, 414. And I'll tell you what, guys, You saw the intentional walk. He got jammed. Last time, another long fly out. In this one, he finally connected, and that ball just kept going and going. And Thomas just ran out of room.
Aaron Judge, towering fly ball home run, his 14th career postseason home run, the first one in this postseason. One behind Root, stand right behind him. Wells, a swing and a miss. Just a huge moment in this game as Judge gives the Yankees some breathing room.
He had gone 66 at-bats at home without a home run until that majestic blast.
And look, it wasn't a horrible pitch. I mean, where he went, there's only a handful of guys that can hit that ball out in this game. I mean, that ball was above letter high. And he just kind of gets on top of it enough.
Incredible, powerful swing of Aaron Judge. All 6-7 of them.
Ball just wouldn't come out of the air. You're right. See you later.
1-2 the count. And Wells takes a ball. And that's going to change the way Stephen Vogt navigates this game. Ben Lively was just added to the roster today. Guardians put Alex Cobb on the injured list. Back problems. He was the starter yesterday. Remember that mound visit that they had with Cobb yesterday in the third inning. And turns out he's not going to be able to go the rest of the way, and that'll take him out, obviously, if they advance. So Cobb is done. Lively is on. Gaddis gives up a 1-out, 2-run homer to Aaron Judge.
For the Guardians right now, too, guys. If you would have told before the series Emmanuel Clase might not get in the game at all in Yankee Stadium, not good for them.
Good call. Game's most dominant closer, who had a 5-out and a 6-out save in back-to-back games in the division series.
That's another pitch, Ronnie, right at that bottom of the zone, and he is not given that tonight.
This Guardians bullpen used heavily in that Tiger series. Wells getting off some good swings right now. He has hit a lot of firm foul balls.
Well, after the home run from Judge, the first pitch, Gaddis fired right in on him, right at his belt buckle, and Wells didn't like it. Paid a little more attention to this at bat after that pitch.
And a drive into right, sinking line drive, going to be caught by Brennan. Tagged it, but right at the Guardians right fielder for out number 2. That would be an at-bat to side with that. 3-2. One of his better at-bats he's had. Stephen Vogt's going to make the call here. So Gaddis, 2/3 of an inning, gives up a leadoff single by Torres on a beautiful piece of hitting to ignite the inning, and then Aaron Judge launches one out deep right center. And number 99 has his first of this season's postseason. Yankees up 6-2, a pitching change at Yankee Stadium in the 7th.
You never want to lose your edge. And the Lexus RX completely understands that.
It's big, it's back, and it's only $6. Get the big box y'all love today.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
This time of year, the gear means more. The logo has a season of grit stitched in. The hat brims go low. The jerseys blaze with postseason pride. It's postseason season. This is what players and fans wear to win. Visit MLBshop.com for your favorite team gear and today's special offer.
CNN's Harry Enton.
We got a race for the ages here, with Nibbles the hamster jumping out to a 10-point advantage over Jaws the goldfish. What the heck is going on here?
He swims in his own poo.
It's a decent assessment.
TNT Sports on True TV has you covered.
And away we go.
We bring you the games, get you in the know, and keep you in the middle of the action. TNT Sports on True TV, your new destination for sports moments. Starting every night at 6 Eastern.
Base Camp presented by T-Mobile, America's largest 5G network. Been a lot of activity on those bases today. A ton of base runners. Yankees have a 6-2 lead. Guardians have stranded 10. Yankees made 2 outs on the bases, but Aaron Judge circled those bases just a moment ago with a 2-run shot. And now it's Ben Lively. Been on the taxi squad, on the stay ready squad for the Cleveland Guardians. And his first appearance, and he deals strike one to Giancarlo Stanton.
Last appeared out of the bullpen when he was with Cincinnati last season.
Stanton, with top spin ground ball out to Rocchio. And Lively finishes off the inning. Aaron Judge finally has a home run this postseason. Judge extends the Yankees lead to 6-2. We go to the 8th at Yankee.
Once in a generation.
Thanks to a bed and breakfast on Booking.com, even Cardinals fans are loving Chicago.
Oh, no, just scoping out the competition.
Deep dish! Deep dish!
For research.
With so many choices, you can be a fan of any U.S. city. Booking.com, Booking.yeah.
In the Waverhood, every delivery is a treat.
One pistachio for you, sir.
One strawberry proof, please.
Oh. Enjoy it.
Oh, perfect.
By Weber.
Something minty?
Of course, it's a large. A double. Lucky.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
Out of money, I know. What are you, you're rich as hell. We're going to give you.
Well, what a dynamic duo they are, Soto and Judge, all year. Stanton has come alive in this postseason as well. All three of the big boys for the Yankees have homered in this championship series. Soto and Stanton last night. Judge just connected for a 2-run home run in the 7th. 6-2. Yankees lead it. Canely back on the mound, facing Andres Jimenez. Guardians down 4 with 6 outs to work with. Down at the bottom of their order with Canely. Guardians have had some chances tonight, fellas. They have twice stranded the bases loaded. They have left 10 men on through the first 7 innings. They have not been able to deliver that big hit. Ramirez has had a couple of chances tonight. Jose Ramirez now 3 for 20 this postseason.
Yeah, 1 double, 1 home run, and he's got his walks. And in moments he's had good ABs, and then just has not been able to get that big hit.
2 balls and a strike.
In his first 2 games, if he does hit one on the nose, it's been caught.
Exactly.
Guardians with just 2 runs last night. Down 6-2 here tonight in game 2. Day off tomorrow for travel. And then the Guardians will be back in their comfortable surroundings at Progressive Field. And it'll be rocking there. Amazing crowds. Live wire crowds.
And a lot of magic there, right?
Totally. They are a great home team, the Guardians. Had the best record at home in the American League this season. They got Matthew Boyd teed up, ready to pitch game 3. Coming back from Tommy John surgery, he has looked very good.
Man, I'll tell you what, you go back to game 5. I know they went to Cade Smith quick in that ball game. He faced 9 batters, had 5 strikeouts, had a lot of.
Tanner Bybee's short start tonight certainly puts him in the discussion for a game 4 as well. As Jimenez strikes out, Canely gets a K to start the 8th inning. Base streak in the postseason. Going back to the 2022 postseason. And a double in a row. In there. 2-2.
Baya.
Austin Hedges. And Jazz Chisholm slings one sidearm over to first.
Good fastball, 95 plus, great changeup. Slider heavy though.
Tim Hill really had a bounce back tonight. He'll be the Yankees finish.
As you said this, how many times did we see the Tigers?
I'm sure post game for Aaron Boone gave him some huge outs.
5 big outs, right?
The 1-0. Cleveland franchise record for most consecutive postseason games with a hit to start a career.
B.A., you said a great point. You wonder if he's going to get moved up to that 2-hole or something. Right now, you got to get your hot guys. Get him ABs.
Feels like
great thought.
And a string of right-handers too for the Yankees.
I know you're
to the bench in a normal setup. We talked to Steven about that today. He was said, "Look, this is the way we do it. I'm not ruling it out, but it's not that he doesn't play. Today was a little unusual because he pinch hit in a moment. Had to bring him on in the 4th inning, and he popped up on the first pitch. But most of the time, he would come on and pinch hit and stay in. In that scenario, they hit him for Bo Naylor. Fry cannot catch. He cannot play in the field right now. He's only a hitter with a bad elbow. So he only got the one at bat and only saw 1 pitch. But that's going to be something I'm sure the Guardians will look at. Fly ball, shallow center field. Tommy Kahnle confidently walking off the mound. Judge puts it away. Tommy Kahnle, excellent once again. Puts up zeros. 6-2. Go to the bottom of the 8th. Yankees lead it.
All right, we got your home and auto bundled, and you saved hundreds.
Oh, that's nice with the economy and all.
What's the economy?
Where we start.
What isn't the economy?
Yes.
Right?
It is it's so many things.
Right.
Look, all you really need to know is that Progressive can save you money without sacrificing quality coverage. You follow?
I'll just look it up.
That went well.
This MLB season, FanDuel is taking you out to every ball game. Bet $5 and get $300 in bonus bets if you win.
People, they're good for squad goals and squad. People are good for these kinds of cheers and these kinds of cheers. People are good for you. Jim Beam, best enjoyed together.
Did you just pay with PayPal?
Yeah, and the cashback's wild.
Are you guys feeling this? I want to pay with you everywhere.
You get 5% cash back on any category you choose.
Really?
Every single month.
And even more when I shop online? I want to pay with you everywhere. I really like to pay with it.
I know, right?
No, I mean like move.
Oh.
Every payment, everywhere, every time. Don't just pay, PayPal.
Ah, it's a good day to cough. Oh, no.
Bye-bye, cough.
Later chest congestion. Hello, 12 hours of relief.
12 hours? Okay, not coughing at yoga. Antiquing not coughing. Not coughing at the movies? Hashtag still not coughing?
Mucinex DM gives you 12 hours of relief from chest congestion in any type of cough, day or night. It's not cough season. It's always comeback season.
Thank you. Thank you for trusting us with your secret recipes and shared moments. Thank you for bringing us into your homes and into your hearts for nearly 150 years. Thank you for making Quaker a part of your family.
You're watching the 2024 postseason on TBS. It is brought to you by Loan Depot, where home means everything. Yankee Stadium has been just that. The three big guns, they have all homered in this championship series. Aaron Judge finally gets one. His first postseason home run this year. 2-run home run in the 7th. Stanton and Soto yesterday. 6-2 Yankees, bottom of the 8th. 3 defensive outs away from a 2-0 lead in this best-of-7 ALCS. Both of these teams missed the postseason last year. They matched up in the division series in 2022, went to 5 games. Yankees won, but didn't get swept by the Astros in the championship series.
As I say, a little different vibe here than when we were here in 22.
It looked like, and Aaron Boone said as much, you know, they were beat up. They were just trying to scrape together not only a lineup around Judge, but also a pitching staff. And the Astros came in and put them to bed quickly. Totally different feel right now. This Yankees team is healthy for the most part. Getting Rizzo back was a huge piece. Garrett Cole didn't have his best stuff tonight. The Yankees have been able to cover it. Cole went 4 1/3. Was in trouble in the last 2 innings of that outing.
3-2.
Three and 2 the count on Jazz Chisholm. And he hits one sharply to Jimenez. Out number 1.
Well, while we get a chance, BA, we got to say congratulations, my friend. You signed a 4-year deal with TNT Sports.
That's a lot of information.
Thank you, buddy.
Yes,
Very
sir.
nice.
Speaking of great play-by-play, man, one of the best.
Lucky,
well-deserved.
Thank you, guys. Well, you two are a big reason why. Don't want to work for anyone else. Love being with you. Love calling these games, and it means a lot.
Who's picking up the dinner tomorrow night?
You know,
absolutely.
You didn't read the headline. I signed with TNT Sports. All that money goes to Charles Barkley and Ron Darwin. So,
congratulations, my friend.
You. Appreciate that, Frenchie.
Best in the business, BA.
We have such a great team. All the sports we do, and the portfolio is growing. Got a lot of great stuff on the horizon. That's what I wanted to be a part of. You guys are family. This network is family, too. Soft line to right. Nice sliding catch. Oh, no, in and out of his glove. Brennan was there. He's had a tough night. He made a great catch earlier, but he's had a couple of balls not go his way. Had a costly error that led to a run. Volpe has been involved in both of them.
Man, he got a good break on this one, guys. He was coming in and just dropped it.
Total Motion presented by Progressive.
It's in the glove.
Been that kind of night for the Guardians. Committed 2 errors, but then some of the miscues they've made. And you're right, Ronnie. They're a team that has to, I'm not saying they have to be perfect, but they've got to be close to that. They've got to
clean game.
Do all the things that they do so well. Now Luke Weaver. Not a save situation. But in game 2, when you're up 1-0 in a series, you bring on your closer.
And when you're facing 2, 3, 4.
He got 5 outs last night. He has been so durable.
Rizzo with the 2 base hits tonight. 3 hits in the last 2 days. Broken fingers on his right hand.
On a cold night, 2 cold nights. Broken fingers and hitting a line drive still.
The intestinal fortitude that it takes to do what he's done here the last 2 days is remarkable.
And now Hedges on his way out.
Well, and I think the cool thing, Aaron Boone talking to us yesterday, guys, is the trust he has with Rizzo to be transparent with him, to say, hey, can you play? Because ultimately he's the only one that knows how he feels deep down. And, Boone said, I trusted him, watched him hit.
And you could trust him more because last night he was just spent. And Osvaldo Cabrera came in and played the 9th inning because Rizzo just had spent so much energy trying to get back.
I thought that was very interesting today, talking to Aaron Boone about that, because your first instinct is he must be hurt again. As Rizzo strikes out for out number 2, but he's not. It was just tacks, and they wanted to get him off the field. 2 outs. Let's send it down to Lauren Jabara.
You guys saw Luke Weaver warming up. I got to talk to him a little bit earlier, and he said, everything I've been put through in the last couple of years, I've really accepted my role with this Yankees team. But now when he goes out to close games, he said, I don't view myself as a closer. I think of myself as trying to get the one person out right now and focus on the present moment. And he told me since adapting that, he's felt a lot calmer.
It's amazing what he's done, Lauren. Snapped over to first, back in time as Volpe. I mean, he really has changed. I don't think it's too dramatic to say changed the outlook of the season for the Yankees the way he's emerged.
He has changed the narrative of how people looked at him as a pitcher in the major leagues. A guy that was a starter, was going from team to team, not having a ton of success. It can happen anytime.
Feels like there's so many more reclamation projects right now in the game, and a lot of credit to the current players. They know that they can do certain things. I think the pitching labs have been a big part of that. You're able to identify things that can help you with specific pitches. Weaver is one of those great stories. Another close play at first. Paying a lot of attention to Volpe over there with 2 outs.
And the other thing with Weaver doing what he was doing, guys, kind of saved Clay Holmes' season. He was scuffling a little bit in that closer spot, and now he's, like we talked about, you saw tonight, comes out and put out fires.
There goes Volpe. Verdugo fouls it away.
But I think what we were talking about in the open about Cleveland still holds. 7 relievers had to be used tonight because they went to Cade Smith early. An inning and a third by Tanner Bybee. Now looking to Matthew Boyd to somehow have a lengthy outing. 7 games now in the postseason for the Cleveland Indians. 21 and a third innings. Cleveland Guardians. 21 and a third.
And Boyd, it's a lot to ask out of Boyd, too. He's coming back from Tommy John surgery. As electric as he was, they have had the quick hooks. He did go 4 2/3 in his first start, but it has been a quick hook. He only made 8 starts. Was unsigned in June.
Yeah, you felt like tonight coming in this game, right? If you were Stephen Vogt, you wanted to use 4 to 5 pitchers. Tanner Bybee, the 4 horsemen. If they only had to use 3, if he gave you length, and now they're on their 8th pitcher.
They may just let Emmanuel Clase go all 9. He has not pitched yet.
Being saved up.
He's certainly going to go a couple of innings or a multi-inning opportunity if they have a chance. 1-2 to Verdugo, and he fouls one away.
Might be throwing 103 to 104 mile per hour cutters.
So impressive.
Rested up.
That was quite a series. Tigers and Guardians had a real battle. Just some of the best games in this postseason. That game 4 was an incredible game. Tigers went up 2-1 on that series. Guardians had that big homer from David Fry. Won games 4 and 5.
It's not unusual in the postseason to have that kind of series kind of knock you back on your feet.
Yeah. It taxed them, though.
Yep.
How about 3 teams from the American League Central making it into the postseason? Tigers, Guardians, Royals.
They're looking for, if they can't come back in this game, day off, some home cooking, and back to familiar ballpark.
Well, we were in a very similar control of that series in the NLCS last year.
First 2 games were dominated. We remember going out to the desert.
Pitch clock violation here, and
ball 4.
That's going to be ball 4 to put Verdugo on. Automatic ball on the timer violation. 1st and 2nd now.
You know, we watched those first 2 games, and it looked like a very one-sided thing. We went out to the desert, if you remember, and it was 3-1, and all of a sudden the Diamondbacks just flipped the script and kept going and kept going. And so that's the thing. Look, I think the Yankees are going to take that kind of thing.
Alec Thomas hit a home run.
Yep.
Ketel Marte walked him off.
Right.
Torres, a swing and a miss. Torres, 3 hits. He scored twice. I thought his hit in the 7th inning was one of the key moments of this game. It's a 4-2 game at the time. Hunter Gaddis has been delivering that changeup on that outside corner all postseason. And Torres just punched one into right field and then set it up for Judge's 2-run homer.
He's the first guy we've seen even put the ball in play off that changeup. Froze everybody, and he just poked it to right field.
Such a beautiful piece of hitting right there. Hamilton has started to throw with Weaver. Maybe the Yankees get a run or 2 here. Aaron Boone would go with Hamilton. No balls, 2 strikes. And that one misses. 1-2 the count. Looking ahead to the 9th for the Guardians. Manzardo, Ramirez, Naylor. If anybody gets on Thomas. Right now the deficit is 4.
Volpe a little bit of an irritant on the bases for Lively and the Guardians.
He was just jumping the whole time at first base.
Here's the 1-2. And a called strike 3. And Lively added to the roster today, able to get through a couple of innings. 6-2, last call for the Guardians. We go to the 9th.
Knock, knock. Number one broker here for the number one hitmaker.
Thanks for swinging by, Carl.
No problem. So what are all those for?
This lets me adjust the bass, add more guitar, maybe some drums.
Wow, so many choices.
Yeah, like Schwab. I can get full-service wealth management, advice, invest on my own, and trade on Thinkorswim.
You know Carl is the only front man you need.
Oh, I gotta take this, Carl. It's Schwab.
Have a choice in how you invest with Schwab.
My name's Jorge Gaviria, and this is my business, Hacienda. I chose my Spark Cash Plus card from Capital One because I earn unlimited 2% cash back on everything I buy. And with no preset spending limit, my purchasing power adapts to my business needs. What's in your wallet?
DraftKings Withdrawal Tracker lets me follow my money every step of the way. It combines my two favorite things, money and knowing when I'm going to get more.
People who come to Cricket stay with Cricket.
I stay with Cricket because they tell it like it is. The price on my plan is the price I pay every month.
To a life change, healthcare.gov is here for you. Like it's there for Marcus. Even though he lost his job, he's not worried about finding a new health plan anymore. And Keisha, she turned 26 and went off her parents' insurance. So she found new, affordable coverage. And for the Moore family, when they lost Medicaid, they found a new plan that fits their budget. There are many other ways to qualify. Visit healthcare.gov where millions have found the coverage they need.
Expedition Unknown is back. And this season, I'm taking on the world from America's first train robbers. We make a historic discovery.
There are at least a dozen bodies in this room.
I'll race across 3 continents to find the stolen bones of the saint who would become Santa Claus.
Expedition Unknown, an all-new adventure. Wednesday at 9 on Discovery and stream next day on Discovery Plus and Max.
The ascent begins with the rise of Mountain West football on True TV.
Are you ready?
Mountain West is crazy. The intensity, the speed. Mountain West is physical.
The climb to the top begins.
Touchdown!
Mountain West football, Saturdays on True TV and Max.
The 2024 American League Championship Series is presented by Loan Depot. And there he is, not a save situation, but Aaron Boone trying to put this one away and go up 2-0 in this best-of-7 series. Luke Weaver, the Yankee closer, is on to try to get the last 3 outs, Ronnie.
Well, the future of that bullpen changed when he became the closer. Clay Holmes went to another role in the postseason. So far, he's pitched 5 innings, 2 hits, a walk, and 9 punch-outs. And he's gotten 4 saves. Not a save situation here. But, Frenchie, you agree. What's the difference? 3 runs, 4 runs?
And a chance to go up 2-0.
Right.
Guys, only 2 other Yankees have appeared in the first 6 postseason games. Mariano Rivera twice, Adam Ottavino in 19. And now Luke
Weaver. Pitched in all of them. He's been brilliant. Faces Kyle Manzardo. Starts him with a strike. He may have a baby face, but Weaver has been around. He's 31 years of age. He has been through the ups and the downs. His story is very familiar to Yankees fans. Spring training was just kind of a back end of the whiteboard. A guy to just give him some innings. Maybe he could be a factor, but Aaron Boone talked about an outing he went in with Brad Ausmus with him, so there was a split squad.
Very end of spring training.
Right at the last.
The Yankees were in Mexico City.
And he pitched so well. Brad Ausmus was the one that said, man, he just carved up everybody. We should think about him in a different way. And started out as a kind of a long reliever, give him some coverage, and they just moved up the leverage ladder throughout the year. There's Brad Ausmus, former big league skipper. Astros and Tigers, and he recognized something. There was a change in Weaver. He just tightened everything up. And a strike, and it's 2-2.
To your point, Brian, 33 times during the regular season, he had multiple inning appearances with that starting pitcher background. Signed as a depth kind of guy for the bullpen or as a starting pitcher. And now maybe your most important pitcher.
Since September 6th. That's a liner into left center field. Verdugo, Gold Glove finalist, makes a catch. One away. So how does he do it, Ronnie? This Luke Weaver, and it's the stuff, the repertoire of a starter.
It really is. But the two main pitches he tries to use, top of the strike zone with his fastball and the changeup, which is an elite pitch. He changed his fastball grip to a grip that makes it truer, keeps its elevation better than his past one, which would sink a little bit.
Yankees, his sixth team. Showed something last year late. Got in 3 games with the Yankees a season ago. Had been with the Mariners and the Reds prior to the Yankees. Pitched for 3 different major league teams last season. Incredible story. Ramirez pops it foul and out of play. This theme is going to continue with Jose Ramirez, but it has not been pretty in this postseason. And he's had some great moments.
You know, you get the feeling, guys, that a few guys you see might be affected by that six days off with the 1 and 2 seed. Judge, Ramirez seem to tick off, right?
1 ball, 1 strike. And Ramirez, fly ball, right field, got a chance. And Ramirez with a home run. Makes it 6-3. And a run off the Yankee closer here, Jose Ramirez. With his 2nd home run of this postseason, just his 4th hit. And now a 3-run game.
Tell you what, though, you know, they might not come back to win this ball game, but this could be huge for his psyche in going home. He got a 1-1 changeup, 99 off the bat, and just snuck it over. But what Cleveland desperately needs is him to carry that back home to Cleveland.
You're always looking for that swing, right? That'll get you going.
That could be the one. Here's Josh Naylor now. Naylor with 2 hits and a sac fly. He's on the first pitch. Both of Ramirez's home runs in the postseason this year have been on the road. He homered in Detroit, and he gets a Weaver changeup and does not miss.
Look how flat that swing is. The bat stays in the zone so long. It's why he can square up so many balls.
And at the same time, Weaver all of a sudden becomes mortal.
Ooh, it's a postseason baseball, but it came from Ramirez. It can't be had. You hear that story all the time about closers in non-safe situations. I don't know if Weaver's been in the closer's role long enough to think that way, but it's not that adrenaline that we saw last night when he got the last 5 outs. Plus, he got the last 5 outs last night. Tank's got to be a little bit empty, you would think.
And again, I think, too, give credit to Jose Ramirez. You know, him and Judge both kind of snapped out right today and hit the home run.
1-2 to Naylor. That'll stay that way. Says Jared, you got that? He went to Jared. You want to see a guy burn some calories, watch Jared get after it. Sprinting around the diamond. Part of our great TBS crew. Jared's the one who gets those incredible looks with the home run hitters rounding the bases.
saying that us sitting here for 3.5 hours is not good?
He also gets a pump in every day.
Yeah, big time. Just shaves you right out of it. Just turn around and go back to your room. Eat some more Doritos. Roll over ground ball. Gleyber Torres for out number 2. So Weaver an out away, and the Yankees an out away from a 2-0 series lead. They cover Garrett Cole. He finishes 4 1/3, 2 earned runs. Cole only gave up 1 hit in his first 2 innings and then got into some traffic. Stranded 2 in the 3rd. Left the bases loaded in the 4th and ultimately taken out of the game in the 5th inning. Clay Holmes came on and settled the game down in the 5th. 0-1 to Thomas. Guardians needing base runners desperately, down 3. And down to their last out here in the 9th as Weaver deals it, and a foul ball, 1-2 the count. Chisholm fires it across in time. Game 2 is in the books. And the Yankees up 2-0 in this best of 7. They are 2 wins away from an American League pennant. Aaron Judge, his first home run of this postseason. A put-away punch and a 2-run blast in the 7th. Yankees shaking hands. And now a travel day will send us back to Cleveland. Progressive Field for Game 3 on Thursday, and the Yankees in control to start this best of 7 series, Ronnie.
Well, when you have your best pitcher, Garrett Cole, out there and he doesn't make it through the 5th inning, you got to give credit to the bullpen. The Yankees bullpen was a little bit stronger, but some good things happened for the Yankees offensively. Home run by Judge being the big part of it. 2-run home run to make it 6-2, and the Yankees win finally 6-3.
Yeah, and I think on the other side of it for Cleveland, right, you didn't get the start you wanted. You had to go to that bend. Stephen Vogt had to kind of fight it back the whole time. Offensively, they gave themselves opportunities tonight numerous times, and you heard him talk to Lauren Jabbar earlier. Couldn't get the big hit. They got the big hit versus the Tigers a few times. Couldn't do it today. They're hoping Cleveland and a little home cooking can do that for them.
11 runners stranded for the Guardians. Big number 99 comes through with a big home run. He and Ramirez go deep. Stanton, Soto, and Judge have all homered in this league championship series. All smiles and pinstripes. And Aaron Judge has made his way to Lauren Jabara. Take it away, Lauren.
Thank you so much, B.A. Aaron. That home run had to have felt good. 95 up in the zone. How'd that feel leaving the bat?
Oh, just good to add 2 more runs there. Against a tough team, they got a great bullpen. They were fighting and clawing all game, so to give ourselves a couple more runs there, Gleyber did his thing, getting on base again like he's been doing all series, so it was good to add 2.
Speaking of a good bullpen, that's exactly what yours has been. .77 ERA throughout this postseason. What have they meant to this team?
It's been huge. Past couple seasons, we come into the postseason kind of patching our bullpen together. But these guys, they came in, they're healthy, they're feeling great. Some great performances from quite a few guys there at the back end. So our biggest thing is just get a couple runs and hand it off to those guys.
Definitely did it. Now up 2-0 in the series. It shifts to Cleveland. How much does the approach change now on the road?
Got to keep it the same. It's going to be a loud environment, a fun environment. It's got to go out there and keep playing our game. I think it starts with the top 2 guys in our lineup, Gleyber and Juan, what they've been doing all series, getting on base, driving the baseball. It's got to feed off their energy and go from there.
Aaron, congratulations on the win. We'll see you in a couple days in Cleveland.
Yeah, thank you.
Guys.
Thank you, Lauren. Thanks to Aaron Judge. Led the majors in homers this year with 58. He just hit his first of this year's postseason, number 14 in his postseason career, and he helps the Yankees to a 6th final score and a victory in Game 2. Yankees take a 2-0 lead in this best-of-7 ALCS. Game 3 from Cleveland will be Thursday right here on TBS. We start coverage at 4:30 Eastern. For Jeff Francoeur, Ron Darling, Lauren Jabbar, and the rest of our TBS crew, I'm Brian Anderson saying goodbye from Yankee Stadium. You've been watching the MLB postseason on TBS, exclusive home of the ALCS. Coming up next, we send it to our Atlanta studio, the postgame show, The Closer, presented by Genesis Motor America. And now Aaron Judge sends one high and deep to center field. Did he get it? Back on it is Thomas. He's at the wall. He got it. Aaron Judge finally connects his first home run of this postseason. And he makes it 6-2 Yankees.
Smiles for number 99, MLB postseason edition of The Closer on TBS, presented by Genesis Motor America from the concrete jungle where what, Jimmy Rollins?
Anything's
where
possible,
dreams are made of. Get in here. I got a former Yankee, Curtis Granderson, Dusty Baker, J-Roll, Jimmy Rollins, Pedro Martinez, the Hall of Famer. My name is Lauren Shahadi. You walked in today and you said, all I want is a clean game. They're not listening to you, Skip.
No, they're not listening to me at all. That was kind of a ugly winner, if there is such a thing. But, I mean, there were a lot of mistakes. The Yankees came out ahead. Cleveland had a bunch of chances, to score. And there were a lot of walks, a lot of base running, mistakes. They still have to clean it up next time.
The Guardians' strength is defense. It's clean baseball. It's stealing bases. This was uncharacteristic of this Guardians team.
Yes, and it started early with the missed pop-up and the infield. And we've seen.
Was that the win, by the way?
It was the win, but
yes.
and with that said, we talked about it, behind there. And Chase and I used to joke, but I would go behind second base and draw a line in the middle of the field from the back of the bag to the outfield ball. I'm like, anything on this side,
I got it.
Anything on that side is yours. So on balls like that, but the purpose was on balls like that, I would go to my spot. I would stand on my side of the bag. If it's to my left, I'm yelling Chase to let him know it's your ball. But it takes that having a drift with the ball and when taking it where it'll be coming into him. But those things, they happen. They do. I mean, no one's perfect, but there are ways to prevent it. But as you talk about Cleveland playing clean baseball, they haven't done that. The Yankees haven't played clean baseball, but this time of year, you want to be on the winning side, and the Yankees find themselves going up 2-0, going back to Cleveland.
Yeah, you and Chase, two of the best to do it. Starters out early, Pedro. Bullpens get to work. When we say pitching wins in October, it's not just their number ones and their aces. It's the bullpen that get the most meaningful outs in the postseason.
Yeah, and on the side of the Yankees, on both sides, I saw that they made some good moves, especially bold. He was really bold to actually pull that guy that early.
In the second, he took out Tanner Bybee.
And rely on his bullpen for so long. But you know what? I was about to call him my daddy if the game finished the way it was, because they did a hell of a job holding the Yankees to where they were until Judge finally broke through with the homer. But, it's going to take a lot more pitching from Cleveland. And especially, I'm really concerned about the young arms in the bullpen, how they're using those guys. And unfortunate for the Guardians, they have a Yankee team that has not hit the way they could, especially with the chances that they're giving away. On both sides. It was, to me, it was an ugly game. Like you said, Dusty, it was an ugly game from both sides. Garrett Cole started really well, but then, once again, it seems like he lost it, shy away from challenging. And it was like a sloppy game on both sides.
And Dusty says sometimes it works to perfection and it goes stock, and other times you're taking out your starter in the second inning, you got to start over.
I mean, that's not what you wrote up. You were hoping he'd go 4 or 5 so you can go to the 4 horses on the back end that have been waiting and rested. But of course, you couldn't do that. And to vote, like Pedro said, to call on your bullpen that early when the Yankees were putting pressure on and you got out of it and kept your team in the ballgame, you can't ask for anything more than that. Like, you gave yourself an opportunity to stay within striking distance. They just couldn't capitalize.
Raise your hand if you had walking Juan Soto to get to Aaron Judge on your bingo card, but Stephen Vogt managing with his eyes. We are off tomorrow. When's your tea time, Jimmy Rollins? The ALCS takes the beat tomorrow. Game 3 will be from Progressive Field, October baseball in Cleveland, Ohio, and we can't wait to bring it to you at 5:08 Eastern. First pitch on Thursday. Coverage begins at 4:30. Garrett Cole started this game, Pedro. The Guardians kept pressure on the Yankees ace. You thought he was crisp early, and then you said, I need him to trust his stuff. I need him to simplify.
Yes, and this is why I'm telling you that. Look, that's 95 up in the strike zone against a hot hitter like Juan, a professional hitter, and it gets him easy. Look at this, all the fastballs. 96 miles an hour with a tail. Look at that. That's gas. That's unhittable right there. Even though it looks in the middle of the plate, it's high enough to get by anybody. Look at that. That's a little shinker, but that's a pretty sharp breaking ball that I'm seeing right there. And then everything just seemed like it fell off. It's like he lost his concentration about the program he had in mind to approach the Guardians. Look, those pitches are sharp, but they're not intended to be in the strike zone. And that's my complaint with Garrett Cole right there. It's like he lost his concentration in the middle of a game where he had the lead and he had the stuff to put them away, but he shy away from challenging some of those guys probably and let his stuff eat around the plate. And if you happen to catch up to my stuff, then I tip my hat and I let you go, or the bullpen can come and pick me up. But go away without an attempt to actually show exactly what I have and see what you can do with it. That wasn't a very impressive outing.
And Jeff Francoeur said on the broadcast, sometimes he shies away from his fastball, and I don't think he should. That's his bread and butter.
I mean, you're going 95, 96,
dialing
at the
it up.
top of the zone.
And 98 sometimes.
Those are hard pitches to hit, but you also have to keep it in the zone where, as a hitter, we think we can get to it and we can't. Those ones that were starting to get up in the zone, you see that as a ball out of his hand. We're not going to swing at that one. And Cleveland did a great job of taking some of those close pitches as the game went on. I think they started realizing that he's not coming over the plate. Let's be a little bit more patient and start to see if he can get the ball back out there.
And let me add something to that. It's not coming to your box that you guys create to disrespect the pitchers and take them out, but it's making it a competitive pitch, which is something that's going to look good to you, but I'm going to get you out on. Or if I happen to throw it around the strike zone and you don't get a good view, I might get an out as well. Or I might get a foul ball on some of those pitches. But they were not competitive pitches, especially in that at-bat against Jimenez. I mean, you just got some big outs. You look sharp. You look fresh. He looked composed the entire game. And then all of a sudden, everything just went off. And he started walking people, and that's not a good recipe.
You're shaking your head yes, Jimmy. When it's right, when he's right, it's fastball top of the zone, curve and slider off of it. How did he look to you?
When, things went wrong, as he's talking about, challenging hitters and then being effective and throwing competitive pitches, he was no longer challenging the strike zone. And that's what we mean. Like, I'm challenging the strike zone. That corner's there. I'm throwing that ball to the corner a little bit off. I want to give you a decision to make and an umpire a decision to make. He started what it appeared to be like aiming towards corners. I'm trying to throw this ball there instead of, as Pedro said, letting it eat. I have a breaking ball, this release point, and let it do what it does when I release it. He was trying to guide everything to end up at the place that he had in his mind instead of just saying, here's a strike zone, quality pitch, I'm going to challenge you.
But Jimmy, the umpire did a great job
keeping him on the plate.
Keeping him on the plate. Because a lot of times they're throwing him off the plate and the umpire says, okay, if you keep hitting that spot, I'm going to give it to you. But the umpire did a great job.
Yes, but and that's where the greats, your aces, they say, okay, I'm going to work with you. You're not giving me that? Let me try to move it over. Because how much can I get? And when the catchers are framing the ball and they're back there barking as a hitter, you're trying to bark back, but you're aware that he might give him something out there. And one pitch, one call can change the bat for you and for the pitcher. But he was no longer challenging.
The young catcher did a great job back there.
They received the ball, and he blocked some balls.
Yes, he did.
He did what he needed to do to trust them.
But the only thing he didn't do was catch him on the plate, because he was given a target off the plate quite often.
Very aware of that. Kept him on the plate.
But you still have 3 runs lead.
Correct.
You have absolutely.
Pedro, the sign of an ace is when you don't have your best stuff and you still battle. That was not the whole story.
He did not battle today.
I know.
But he had. The umpire did a great job.
Yes, but that's where the greats, your aces, they.
Pedro, the sign of an ace is when you don't have your best stuff and you still battle. That was not the whole story.
He did not battle today.
I know.
But he had.
Customize and save hundreds on car insurance with Liberty Mutual. Customize and save.
And then I wake up. And you have to stream every... And the cashback's wild.
Are you guys feeling this?
I want to pay with you everywhere.
Keeps my info safe, even at the shady lemonade stand.
What are you calling shady, mister?
Oh, like this is fresh squeeze. Give me a break, Logan.
I want to pay with you everywhere.
Let's go!
Oh, someone likes the show.
Every payment, everywhere, every time.
Pay with you everywhere.
Don't just pay, PayPal.
Baseball is a sport, pero la verdad es que para nosotros el béisbol es otra cosa.
El béisbol es un corrido, un dembow y un reggaetón prendido. Es un plácata bien fuácata. Eso es otra cosa.
It's the Plátano power and the Arepa power. It's a familiar name and juniors who dare to dream big.
El béisbol es otra cosa.
Right on set. Just another 83 days, and then we're done. Let's savor every moment. Not panicking. Just take 5, everyone!
The studio man is coming.
Why aren't we shooting, son? What else do I need to know?
Can we internalize our panic?
Everything okay?
Everything's completely amazing.
We must